They only came to steal from us. They just came to make us inferior, like they don't have our good intentions at heart.
So do you think that book written just decades ago is still relevant and addressing issues we have now?
It was written in 1986.
Is the mindset of waiting for a Messiah to come and save us. We need to change that mindset and actually take charge and make changes. When I start to make a change, you start to make a change. Before you know it, we've decolonized ourselves from poverty, from corruption, from a lot of vices in the society.
We should stop degrading our own culture. We should lift it up regardless of what people will say.
Colonization has been an issue even after independence. Do you think Nigeria or Africa is fully decolonized? Today we are at Sleja Literary Society, where they discuss the book Decolonizing the Mind by Ngugi Wathiongo. Can you please tell us your name and what you do?
Okay, my name is MD Al Hassan. I'm a writer and a poet as well.
You've just reviewed a book called Decolonizing the Mind by Ngugi Wathiongo. What do you think about it? What are the excerpts you're taking away with?
Decolonizing the Mind is a very wild book that I would suggest everyone reads because it actually touches the Africans, especially we Nigerians, how we have this preset of mindset that if you are not speaking well, if you're not doing what the Europeans are doing, then in a way they see you lesser. It happens like to our daily lives, people just perceive by just merely looking at how you're dressed or how you speak that you do not stand a chance in their presence because you do not speak exactly like the Europeans. So it's a way of, making us think better as Africans, accepting what we are, the core values, and also preserving them.
So do you think that book written just decades ago is still relevant and addressing issues we have now?
Yeah, it is. It was written in 1986. That's a lot of years ago. And it's still relevant to our lives. This is 2026 and we just reviewed it today. It's still what is happening and we are still trying to, balance what happened then, what is happening, and to actually propose a solution. The solution is coming in bits, but then we're getting there.
What do you think are the first steps we should be taking to actually decolonize ourselves?
Okay, first step is accepting who you are as an African. Second of all, understand that your culture is different from the European culture. So you need to accept who you are, accept your values, your core values, your culture as well. And then you can easily pass it on to the generations that will come afterwards.
So as patriotic Nigerians, we encourage people to recite the National Pledge so we can abide by it. Can you recite the National Pledge for us? I pledge to Nigeria,
my country, to be faithful and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity and uphold our honor and glory. So help me God.
I am Mastura Idris and I am a health educator.
Your book club just reviewed a book called Decolonizing the Mind. What do you think the book does on a today Nigeria?
Okay, I would speak for myself because I believe youths are seen as the people that can make a change for the next generation to come. So from the book, what I was able to look into and I feel I should also share with other like-minded people like I am, is the mindset of waiting for a Messiah to come and save us. We need to change that mindset and actually take charge and make changes. There's that hold back we have as Africans in general, and we carry it from our childhood into our youth, and we notice it even in our parents. It's something we carry and we need to break it. We're always waiting for somebody to come and say, when you can actually make that change. When I start to make a change, you start to make a change. Before you know it, we've decolonized ourselves from poverty, from corruption, from a lot of vices in the society.
Okay, so you agree that the book written in 1980s is relevant in today's issues.
Of course it is.
So, what message do you have for people who haven't read the book, and those who have read? What are those things they can do to actually take steps towards decolonizing themselves?
The first step you can make, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to fill yourself first with for people that have not read the book, I would say they should begin with reading the book. For those that have read the book, they already have insights from the book. So the next thing now is maybe you can make research on what I can do to make an impact, or if it's something intellectual that you already have, take action. It doesn't matter how small you start. You can start with little group of people, and before you know it, you get people that can collaborate with you, like-minded people, and it grows. Look at the literary society that we are doing, that we did this book review from. It started with little group of people. So when we start to make those little changes, it can go a long way.
Thank you very much. Do you have any other message you have for Nigerians, the leaders, our colonizers, or we decolonized, anything?
All right. It still centers around that one message I picked from the book. That is not waiting for messiahs to come and save us. Because what it does is that the people that we claim to be the messiahs, those are the people that colonized us, the colonizers that came to colonize us, that we see as messiahs. What it does is it gives them that supremacy of decision. They think they can make decision for us because we are lackadaisical. We don't take action. By the time we begin to take action, they too will relax and, take a step back and allow us to take charge.
We like to admonish Nigerians to recite the national pledge. Can you please recite the national pledge for us?
Right. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God.
My name is Rahana Musa. I'm a teacherpreneur.
Teacherpreneur.
Yeah.
That's something new for me. So, you read the book Decolonizing the Mind, and a reviewer analyzed it. So, what can you say about our colonizers?
If you ask me, I have a lot to say, but the only few things I want to say about them is they only came to steal from us. They just came to make us inferior, like they don't have our good intentions at heart.
As Nigerians, as Africans, what can we do to decolonize ourselves? Because like you say, the first step is awareness. So some of us now are aware that, okay, this is not good for us. And even after independence, we believe that we're still colonized in some ways. So how do we act now?
We need to start from ourselves, getting to, as in reform or change our own mindsets. We should stop degrading our own culture. We should lift it up, regardless of what people will say. That's the first step we should just take, and very, very important. We should stop embracing other people's culture.
Okay, so what's the last message you have? Anything you want to say for the leaders, the colonizers, Nigerians, Africans, anything?
I would say, what I believe for we Nigerians, we should learn to be who we are. We should remember our traces, irrespective of the tribe, the religion. We should remember that we have one interest before the colonized nation came to colonize us. So we should always go back to it and have this empathy for one another.
Can we end it with the national pledge?
I pledge Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity, and to uphold our honor and glory. So help me God.
My name is Hawa Ibrahim. I'm an educator.
So as an educator, what is your take from the book Decolonizing the Mind?
Decolonizing the mind is talking about psychological effect of the aftermath of what the people has done to us, that's the Westerns, and for we to embrace our origin, where we are from. We shouldn't think less of ourselves. Whether we are, despite the fact that we have this skin color, does not mean we are less of people or humans.
So what steps does the book advise we take in decolonizing our minds?
Yeah, like I made mention earlier, appreciating our own values, our cultural, our heritage, and our people, embracing ourselves in terms of technology, in terms of anything at all that we're producing inland. We should appreciate it, we should patronize it as much as we could than embracing the foreign tools.
For writers, we have had Wole Soyinka, Chinwe Achebe, and the likes of them of writing in English.
Right.
Whereas Ngugi wa Thiong'o advised that we write in our native languages. So
Okay.
what difference does it make? What do you think?
Well, if you look at his audience, it deals with his own ethnicity. If you want your book or your message to reach a larger audience, then definitely you have to use a language that they will best understand. And I see no reason in writing in your own language. It just depends on your audience. Who are your audience? Who are the people you're focused on passing that message to?
So any final thoughts, anything you want to say to everybody?
We should just appreciate ourselves. As Africans, as Nigerians, we should appreciate what we have. We should utilize our resources as well. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory, so help me God.
There you have it. Different perspectives on colonization and decolonization of the minds. Decolonization of the mind by Ngugi wa Thiong'o explains its own take on that. But what do you think? Are you fully decolonized?